Alright, so I got a GMC. It's a 1971. It's been modified a little bit. It's got a 1968 front from what I've done some research with. You see down here, you see a pan because I'm in the process of removing the engine with a new engine, which I'm looking forward to. I'm going to have to have the damn AC on. But anyways, I'm going to come down here. If you have a problem with a leak with your crankcase and it's leaking, I'm going to use this little guy right here. If it's leaking right along behind your crank timing chain case, you're going to need to remove that. It's not a big process, don't worry, but if you like to do it yourself, you're going to have to get a kit, a harmonizer pulley kit to pull out this guy right here. This has only 3 bolts and then a center bolt. You're going to have to remove your belt, obviously, too. And when you remove your belt, look at the tension of where it is with a true flat iron, and then look at your specs, get a manual. But anyways, so then you attach your harmonizer pulley where it pulls out this guy right here. Pull it out slowly. Some people say you need an air ratchet. You don't. Just need a wrench, because if you get a drip right down here, you can fix that by getting a kit. The kit costs like anywhere from 15 to 25 bucks, and if you want to do it where you don't have to ever do it again to drop, because you're gonna have to drop the pan, the oil pan. This oil pan right here, you're gonna have to drop it down. Obviously this has been redone because there's no cork gasket. Some people say, oh, you don't have to worry about it because the cork gasket's been replaced and the rubber is forgiving. You know what? If you're gonna do it right and not have to worry about doing it again. So my suggestion is, if you're gonna keep your truck or your Chevy for a long time, there's 2 things. The first thing is this case. Once you pull out everything, I can show you to do it, but I'm swapping out an engine, is buy a kit that's a 2-piece. So that way, once you drop the oil pan, you can drop the oil pan, you got like enough room. Once you drop the oil pan and remove the pulley, harmonizer, and the timing case, you can then install and gasket seal everything correctly with sealant and the gaskets that comes with a kit. Like I said, it's anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. And then I like to just go ahead and buy a larger black, I forgot the name, the black sealant, and do it on the engine side. So go around, like, alright, for instance, these 2 holes right here, these bolt holes, once you remove the crankcase, see those 2 bolt holes? Go around it with sealant gasket with the kit that you get, so that way it seals it up. And there's going to be 2 guides that are going to allow you to, and you're just going to touch it. You're just going to touch it against, touch it all the way over to get it to stick. And then once you get it to stick, you're going to take, after that case is off, which is this, once you remove this, and then if you have any questions, let me know. I'll explain it even further, send you other videos. But once you remove this case and all this other stuff that's to the right, you're going to add your paper gasket, and then you're going to on this guy here, this metal, if you get a new crankcase, what you're going to do is you're going to look at it this way from here. You're going to flip it this way if you could, which is impossible. Anyways, then you're going to add oil around, and you make sure that you do like all the other round bolt holes, because there's going to be some, and then you'll seal it faces the engine, and then also faces when the crankcase faces the gasket. So it's going to be black stuff, I forgot what it's called, gasket sealant, then the paper gasket, then touch the crankcase with the same black gasket lube that's going to dry into a gasket. Then you're going to attach it and tweak it and do like side to side, so one and the other side, up top, the other side, and the other side repeated to a star pattern pretty much, because that is the true way to really seal it and set it. And don't tighten it tight. You're going to want to do it to slowly get it in there and make sure everything is touching, you know, consistent, and not pressure and squeezing things out, and then it gets all messed up and it won't seal right. Lastly, the big deal is, like I said, when you replace the crankcase, the timing chain case, you have this damn thing here. You have to drop this oil pan to be able to seat it properly. And that is a lot of time. It's like 4 or 5 hours. Unless you're good, you can cut it in half. But this is the biggest problem. I have a drip here, and like I said, I'm doing an engine swap. I'm not worried about it. But if you want to pull this out, this guy's got to be the harmonizer or like a pulley. Anyways, so you got to drop this down. You can't just squish it in, because then you're going to have a leak again. It's just going to be a pain in the butt. And this is actually a cork gasket. Some people say that, oh, well, you don't have to worry about replacing the whole entire oil pan gasket because it's a cork gasket. It's not true. Even with the rubber, I don't trust it. If you have to do the whole thing, do it right, so that way it's sealed up. Do the right thing for the environment, save some money, and save the hassle. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Good luck.